So, what is a pre-move out walkthrough? Essentially, it's in the title, but I'll break it down for you guys just in case there's some confusion. The pre-move out walkthrough typically takes place before your final walkthrough when you're renting and you want to go ahead and give up keys because either you're moving out, your lease is up, whatever the case is that you're in this situation, you have an option to do a pre-move out walkthrough. What that entails is that you have the property manager or a team member. They go out to the property, they walk the property with you, they let you know what items need to be fixed prior to you vacating the place, so you get your full deposit back. Most of the common items that we inspect or that I see, the number one most common items are holes in the walls. Holes in the walls are not classified as normal wear and tear because you actively had to push something in the wall to create that hole. Most of the times, 90% of the time, it's for a picture, it's for a mirror, it's something that's hanging on the wall that the tenant wanted to put up when they first moved in. Now, I'm not telling you not to put it up. What I am going to tell you though is either you have to patch it so I can't see the hole, touch up paint, whatever the case is. It depends on how long your tenancy has been, depends on how much painting will be charged back to you. So that's always up for discussion at the end. So make sure that you talk with the property management team, let them know, hey, I want to walk through, I want to know what I will be potentially dinged for, and I want that option of being able to fix it before you charge me your outrageous prices, because people still think that patching a hole is like a $5 job. It takes like 5 minutes, and they're like, why should I pay you a whole hour of labor when I can do this myself? Well, the only thing I'll let you guys know is if you don't know how to do it yourself, just don't do it, because you're gonna waste your time and you're gonna waste your money, and I will have to send someone over to redo your work, and you're not gonna be happy because you wasted time and money already to fix the problem that you thought you weren't gonna be charged for. So some companies will give you the option of like, hey, if you want to use a handyman, here's his contact information, we trust his work, he knows how we expect it to be fixed, and you can book them directly. And that's the best case scenario for everyone, because the property manager knows what type of work is going to be done in the unit, and then you yourself, you only pay for this once and you don't pay for it again in case the person you hired the first time didn't know what they're doing and I have to send someone over to redo their work. So always check in. It's better to be safe, not waste your time and spend money. Most of your time you think something's solved, you fixed it, and it's not the case. So it's always a good thing to have a second set of eyes. Make sure that what you are fixing needs to be fixed, that it was required. Now, the pre-move out walkthrough, the property manager might mention items that were present during your first move-in. And if that's the case, of course, you'll need to go ahead and provide your move-in pictures. And of course, sometimes there's items that the property manager says like, oh, this should be fixed, and you're like, it was like that when I moved in, so why am I fixing this? So this is why move-in pictures are extremely important. Always compare, always have your backup saying like, hey, these items, the crack in the tile was already there when we first moved in, we took pictures, we sent they fill out the move-in sheet, we turn it in, it's documented, so that's not something that you as a tenant will have to take care of, and that falls back on the property owner, the manager, whatever the case is. So always make sure to view the property before you leave, document it again, make sure that items that were already broken, there's a crack in there's something already there that was there when you moved in, it was documented, pictures were taken of the crack or whatever was documents. It could have been something that it's, plain spatter on cabinets that couldn't be removed, but the manager wasn't going to clean it up. It's just going to be left as is. Something very simple, something that's not dramatic. It could be on the move-in sheet, not something that you have to worry about. Of course, if they go ahead and charge you in the move out, make sure you have the pictures to back it up that it was like that when you first moved in. Those are just like a few items. Cracks on tiles, possibly the painter spray painted the cabinets because he didn't mask the entire cabinets or the painting area correctly. These are just very common items that I see on fast turnovers on properties. So make sure when you move in, you move out, you take pictures of everything as you left it. Maybe someone broke in after you gave keys, whatever the case is, but always protect yourself, document everything, take pictures of everything, and make sure your property manager and yourself are on the same page, because you don't want hidden surprises. You don't want to wait your 21 days. At least here in California, the property manager has up to 21 days to return your security deposit. You don't want any surprises like, why am I being charged for this? So make sure you do a pre-move out walkthrough. Give yourself time. I recommend it, if you give a 30-day notice, do the pre-move out walkthrough within the first 2 weeks, because that gives you enough time to either buy the supplies yourself and do the work yourself. Could be patching and painting, cleaning, stuff like that. Or if you want to hire someone else to do it for you, it gives you time to find someone reliable, potentially ask the property manager if they recommend a handyman, if they have a crew member, someone that they can go ahead and trust with the work that needs to be done, so you can hand the unit back in the condition that you were given in, and that way you can get your whole security deposit back. Out of my entire time doing move outs, move ins, there's honestly like at least top 5 properties that I've done a move out walkthrough, like the final, not even the pre, and honestly it looks so good. I can hand over keys to the next tenant within 5 minutes, and when it looks that good, like, I'm not subtracting anything from the security deposit. They patched all the holes, they touched up all the holes, they cleaned professionally, they even had the receipt for the cleaning vendor. I was like, dang, like, here's all your money back. Like, what am I mad for? Like, there's nothing that I could be mad for. They went above and beyond. They cleaned everything, didn't leave any trash behind, and they get all their money back. Now, truth is also about the opposite. There's moves outs that I've been through that all the tenant stuff is still in the unit. They didn't move any couches out. They moved the mattresses out, but they left the bed frames in there. I know, right? So now I have to go ahead and do a debris removal. That's gonna take time. That takes guys, multiple guys sometimes, because they can't carry the heavy items themselves, one person. So multiple guys, time, the dump fees, plus all the patching, painting, cleaning that has to be done after all of this. So sometimes it goes overboard, and now the tenants owe me money and I have to send it to collections. Well, I went a little too far. First I sent them the letter about the money they owe me, go that route, try and collect the money that way after they moved out. And if they don't, then I have to send it to collections and let them deal with it. And that's a whole nother ball game. So make sure that you don't end up in collections due to your move out, and make sure everything is in tip-top shape. That way you get all your money back. You can apply it to your next place that you're going to move into, or you can put it in your savings account. So if you have any questions, let me know. I can guide you on moving out, what tips I recommend, and if I have a checklist for you, make sure to check it out below.